Hello, judges. We are Dylan, Gautam, Akil, and Sai, and today we present to you our website, UNT-Grades. Have you ever chosen a class and wanted something easy but got something a little complicated and hard for you to handle? Or maybe you just wanted a challenging class but got something boring and easy? Well, it's decisions like these that can make choosing classes sort of a gamble, because you really don't know what you're signing up for. And this was kind of the purpose behind building UNT-Grades. It was so you could look up the grade distribution for all your classes in order to make better, more educated decisions when registering for your classes.
Link is the link for people who are on UNT Wi-Fi, and the bottom link is for people who are not on UNT Wi-Fi. Both links go to the same website. And the QR code on the left takes you to the website. And we created this website to show people what classes they're getting themselves into. And it also allows people to potentially predict their own academic performance. Rate My Professor does the same thing, but it's subjective, and there's very little data on Rate My Professor. And you can also easily share the distributions to other people, which is very helpful when you want to tell your friends about a certain course. And this is a front end and back end implementation for UNT grades. For the front end, we used the React framework for the entire site. And under that, we use Next.js to deal with the API. And we use TypeScript for the language and Tailwind CSS for the styles. We use both recharts and JS PDF for the libraries to be used in the app. The Recharge draws the grade distributions, and JS allows the PDFs to be exported really fast. As I said, Next.js was used for the API. It routes the data. Prisma gets the data from Supabase and gives it to the website. And Postgres manages the database in Supabase. And Node Postgres allows the website to use Postgres and process the Postgres data. We host the website on Vercel and the database on Supabase, and you can find them located on this GitHub link. For some quality of life features, we added it and we made it so the search is only took 300 milliseconds. And there's a smart query heuristic that detects what they're typing, based on what they're typing, they did find the teacher or class. And for the share button, they can send links to other people for the class. And for the you can export your shopping cart PDF extremely fast.
I'm going to show you a quick demonstration of the Grades UNT website. And this will pop you up to the landing page of UNT Grades Explorer. You can toggle between light and dark mode here. And if you actually see this, you can see that a random amount of jungle vines will appear on each side. So now you see that there's one on the right. Now you see there's only two on the left now as well. So let's say I want to take accounting 2010. I can just type that in and then click the enter button. Now it'll pull up the aggregate grade distribution of 17 different sections that happened in fall 2025. And it'll tell me the overall GPA, which is around a 2.37, which is around a C plus, C minus-ish range. We see here that around 224 people get an A in the class, and around 303 people get a B in the class. Now, I'll just add this to cart. I'll share it, and it's already in my cart, but here, I can remove it, and I can add it back to my cart. I might want to take this class, so I'll just add it to my cart real quick. Once I click the share link, I can just copy and paste this link anywhere I want, and it'll pull up the grade distribution of that specific class. That means I can also share it to friends if I really want to. Let's say I want to take a class with Dr. Bailey. I can just click her section in specific and see the grade distributions of every single class that she's taught in fall 2025. Overall, for me personally, I see that she has an overall GPA of 2.53, and I'm kind of okay with that. That's around a C plus, I believe. And I can also see that there's a good amount of A's in the class. And there's also, yeah, there's just good amount of A's in the class. I think I would do probably a little fine, maybe a B, maybe an A. And I'll click the share link for this section in specific. And I can also send this to myself, or I can send it to someone else. So just pop it in to any web page, any browser, and it'll bring you back to this page. And let's say I want to take CSCE 1010 as well. I can search it up in this search bar right here, and it'll pop up the aggregate grade distribution CSCE 1010 for 724 students. I'm going to click the share link as well. I'll take a class with Dr. Borgia Flores, and it'll also do the same thing here, pop it up. Now let's say I want to search by specific professor name. What I can do is just type in their last name. All you have to do is type the last name, don't type the first name. We're still working on that. If you type in the last name, let's say I want to take the class with Dr. Fan. It'll pop up all the instructors that have Fan in the name, and I can open up Dr. Hang Fan. I see that he's taught DSA, and he has an overall GPA of 3.45, which is pretty high. You also see that there's a good amount of A's in the class. So I probably might want to take CSCE 2100. So I'll add that to cart as well. Now you can go to the cart button now. And then you can download this all as a PDF. And then I'm going to open up this PDF. And in this PDF, I'll see a couple of classes I wanted to take. This engineering graphics was already here in the course card that I've already put in there. And here we'll see that there's an average that we'll have the average GPAs, the sections in specific how many sections they specifically had, how many students have enrolled, and the percentages of each grade letter in those classes, which I can use for future reference while I'm looking and searching for classes.